A Month of Happiness with Miss Mollie podcast. And I just want to say thank you to Barnes & Noble, as well as Feed the Hungry and Dickey's Barbecue. And most importantly, Feed the Hungry is what we're talking about today as far as my life recipe and bringing on people that have an amazing ingredient to add to my world and my life recipe. So based on the book, A Month of Happiness with Miss Mollie, I introduce to you, let me say, well, I call you Dr. Coco, but you have a very cute name called, and I'm going to read so I get this right. You call yourself the professional flamenco dancer MD. So thank you for being here. And I want to share with you the mission for Feed the Hungry and the reason they're a paid sponsor for us and a partnership with Barnes & Noble. So I want to read to you just a little brief about Feed the Hungry right now, okay? Because of the pandemic, what you do specifically as you teach your students. And so Feed the Hungry started a year ago, and it's about helping people with resources. So Dickey's Barbecue fed 140 people last year and absolutely did unbelievable results for the community. They give credit counseling. They help you with one-time payments. They have been on Fox 5, MSNBC, CBS. So they've asked me to be on the board to help them. I've been doing car shows. So they in the car shows since 2013, Coco, they have been sharing from all kinds of cars and sponsors and booths and things like that, free to the public. So you can come in and say, meet people like you or T-Mobile or whoever the case, it could be anybody, chiropractors. So Feed the Hungry Corporation, this was literally after a tornado in Rowlett in 2015, they were feeding people for free, okay? And noticed that there was deeper needs in that community, okay? And this is part of the Texas community, but not only Texas, that means here, California, everywhere, anywhere in the U.S. So Dickey's is in 5 continents, and that means they've been able to bless certain people out there that have been in need, especially the COVID pandemic. So I just want to jump into you, and I'm so happy that soon to be one of your students, Dr. Tony Moreno, introduced us, and what a lovely person he is. So tell me about, first of all, let's just jump into some questions here for you. So as a medical doctor, you have been a professional flamenco dancer, ballroom, which is unbelievable. You look fantastic. So tell us a little bit about you and how you met Tony Moreno.
Yeah, so I have been a professor for, oh my gosh, like 30 years. I've taught both in the health sciences and in flamenco dance. And the way that I met Tony was when I was a department chair at the school where he is soon to become, he's so close, soon to become a chiropractor. I am so proud of him. I am so incredibly proud. I'll tell you, I'm just going to say, I know he's going to hear this after when he watches this, but he was always such a good student, always so respectful, always asking like extra questions. And that's exactly the kind of student that every professor, like dreams of. So,
may I ask you something? How long have you been teaching?
Oh my gosh, like 30 years, at least. Yeah, I think.
How did you decide to get, okay, well, how long have you been in, as far as 30 years, what drew you to the business? What are you passionate about this business?
about like teaching or about like what I'm doing now?
The people, how you got into it, what drew you into it, like a mother, a dad, a good friend, your husband,
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, when I was in medical school, and I was a senior, I really didn't know what to go into. So I thought, oh, let me take a semester to be a TA, like a teaching assistant. So I was a teaching assistant in the gross anatomy lab for the freshmen. I was a senior, and I fell in love with teaching. Teaching was never on my radar until I actually did it, and I loved it so much. And so much of what I loved about teaching was not just the content. I mean, it's a lot about the content, of course, but it was partly helping people to figure out, like getting inside people's brains, you know, to figure out, well, how does this person need to hear it or need to see it? And then how does this other person need to hear it or need to see it? And so that was always this fun challenge for me as the teacher, to figure out, how does each person need to receive this so that they get it? And so much of that is actually based in fun, like presenting it in a way that makes it fun or funny, like actually funny. So
Okay.
people, like, then people remember it because they're having fun, they're laughing, but you're still giving them all of that content, and that's how they remember it. So I'm
Can I
not.
ask you something?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you bring your flamenco dance into your teaching?
Oh, absolutely. I have always
Okay.
brought, I'm like already laughing, but I've always brought my, you know, dance performance and specifically flamenco into teaching the sciences, and any of my science students would vouch for me that they've seen me dance and they've seen me perform, sometimes in class, sometimes, you know, maybe we'll do a show like separately from class. But also vice versa. Like when I teach dance classes,
Yes.
I always bring in the anatomy, the physiology, the
Sure.
neuroscience, the injury prevention, the injury recovery, because I mean, partly because I know it, and I should share that knowledge, right?
Okay, so what's missing in your life recipe right now? And I know you gave me a whole, I love it. You definitely you put it out there, but I want to hear your words.
Yeah.
So what's right now as a teacher, as a flamenco dancer, and showing everyone how to do it all?
Yeah.
What do you want right now to happen in this lifetime right now?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I want to happen right now with what I've got now, because I took all of that, like, you know, being a professor in the sciences and then being a professor in dance, and I took that, put it all together into a program that is my business currently, and it's fitness, it's flamenco inspired fitness.
Love it.
But for non-dancers, it could be for anybody. Like I've got women in their 80s, I've got high school students who are like, you know, mother-daughter pairs in my classes, and everything in between, all different levels. Most people are not dancers at all. Some people have never taken an exercise class ever in their lives. But this is the thing, you know, all of the time that I was teaching dance to dancers, you know, serious dance.
And how long have you been teaching dance, Coco?
Yeah, so the dance has been like over 20 years, probably more like almost 25 years of teaching dance. And the thing that I always noticed was people would come, like let's say they would come to a show, right? They'd come and see a show, and then after the show they'd come and talk to me, you know, backstage or something. And oh, that was so beautiful. I wish I could do that. And so I would start to talk to them about, well, you can come to class. And then people right away, so many people would, oh no, I'm not a dancer. And then you see them, they get really small. You know, they get really small. And no matter how I would encourage, no, I'm not a dancer. I'm too clumsy. I'm too awkward. And so I thought, all these years, I thought, you know, I wish I could bring this to non-dancers. All of this strength and all of this grace and joy and beauty. and confidence that comes from flamenco dance, because flamenco comes from this place of oppression and rising out of oppression. And so there's so much in that movement, like built into the movement, that you use, right, as a dancer, right, to uplift yourself. And I thought, wow, I'd love to bring this to people who are like, no, I'm not a dancer. So I came up with the fitness version, the exercise class, the movement class version.
Right.
Put it out there like the day after Thanksgiving, 2020. Because of the pandemic, I thought, you know what? This is the time, because everybody's, stuck at home, and also
right,
everybody's used to receiving their content via Zoom, and everybody expects it now. So I realized I can reach a lot.
So many more people.
Yes, exactly. And suddenly it all clicked. And so that's what's been happening, is kind of this kind of grassroots, effort to get the word out. The core group that I have of these incredible, diverse, all ages group of people who just love doing it. It's incredible. And so now we're kind of on a mission so this is what's missing. This is what I feel like is missing in my life, is that the missing ingredient is that reach, that sending this message out to the world, that we've got this thing that's amazing, that people are really they're really benefiting from, they're uplifting their posture, and they're doing all these beautiful, beautiful movements, and learning how to do them and stay safe, like nice and aligned, because I'm constantly coaching them on how to align their posture and their uplift their upper chest and get these arms like beautiful and
like a dance, Flamingo dancer.
Right, like a dancer. And this is the thing I'll tell you, Mollie, and it's so amazing, is that these people, they come into class, their first day of class, and it's all Zoom. So they come in virtually, and they're like, I'm so awkward. Oh, look at me, I can only do this. And then within the first class, they end the class, and they're just glowing. And then after the first,
because you made a difference.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
I have to ask, we have to let the audience know how to reach you, what your website is, and your social media, and we'll put that at the end of the show so people can reach you, and I'll share your message with everyone.
Yay! That is so exciting!
And what do they say in French in the dance world? Merci beaucoup, Dr. Coco.
Yeah, exactly. And you can do what we call a grand reverence. That's the ballet version, but you kind of go like this.
Yes.
And oh, beautiful. Perfectly done.
Well, I know.
Perfect.
So listen, I have to tell you and the audience, of course, as I always say, remember to keep perfecting your life recipe every day. And thank you, Dr. Coco. Now, I want to make sure cocoflamefit.com, correct?
Yes.
That's your website. And for Facebook, the group is at Body Goddess. Let's rise.
Yes, let's rise. Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. And thank you to the soon-to-be Dr. Tony Moreno for inviting both of us into each of our lives and our life recipe.
Exactly. I know the missing ingredient. Oh my God.
That's right. You have a beautiful person, and you will have more business than you can ever imagine. I guarantee it.
Yay. And I'll tell you, coming from you, Mollie, and that means everything, absolutely everything. You also so gorgeous, just inside and out, and from the inside, just exuding.
Thank you.
Yes,
well, my prayers to you, and let's keep in touch. And so I'll see you again on social media, and I'll be in Santee, California at Barnes & Noble on May 1st.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's next week, right?
Next Saturday.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo! We've got to get
We
together.
will.
Okay, let's do it.
Send you my love and talk to you soon.
Yes.
Bye.